Hello everyone, Dr. Vaughn. Instead of making one longer video, I'm going to make two shorter videos, hopefully to give you a head start on completing your homework for tomorrow. This is homework 4.3, and then I'll do a separate video on a couple of problems from 4.4. So first I'm going to look at question number 1. We're looking at the coefficient of determination, which is r squared. And r squared is it's how much as a percent of the variance in the y variable, in the response variable, can be explained by variance in the explanatory variable in the x variable, or by the least squares regression model. So in this case, what we're given is some options to pick from for what that estimating. We're not going to actually compute it. We're going to estimate the coefficient of determination. First of all, you can rule out the negative one, because we're taking the r value, the correlation coefficient, which we did in 4.1, 4.2, and we're squaring it. So it's got to be a positive number. It's got to be a percent of variance that's explained by in the response, that's explained by variance in the explanatory variable. So that one's out of the picture. And now you have to kind of think about whether this is going to be a pretty big number or a fairly small number. You know, and so when I'm looking at this, I don't see a very strong kind of correlation. There's quite a bit of variance over here, but the variance this way is actually pretty uniform. So the variance this way isn't really related to a lot of the variance that's over this way. And so I'm going to expect that this r squared value is actually pretty small. And so I'm going to select the smallest one of these options that's on here, 0.097. And check to see if that's the right answer. All right, and so the other question that I want to take a look at was question 5. And in question 5, it marked it as wrong before because I didn't actually complete it, but let me show you what we're going to do on this one. They give us all of these data, and we could actually load these data into StatCrunch, and we could use StatCrunch to compute the R, to compute the coefficient of determination, and everything else, but you don't actually have to, because in this particular case, they gave you the value of the correlation coefficient, 0.839. So all I'm going to do is take my calculator and take that 0.839 and square it. I'm going to take 0.839 times 0.839. And I get 0.7039. Now they want a percent, so I'm going to shift that decimal point 2 places to the right and then round off to the nearest tenth. So it's going to be 70.39, which is going to round to 0.4%. And that's my r squared. Now I'm just going to fill in the blanks. Now this number, just you copy it down over here, the 70.4% of the variation in the y variable, head circumference, is explained by the least squares regression model. And that's how you do question number 5. All right, so we did 2 of your 9 homework questions from 4.3. They're related to coefficient of determination. You can load these things into StatCrunch and use some of the tools there. Again, don't forget to use the question help or to reach out to me at any point if there's things that I can help you with. Later today, I'll post another video about homework for 4.4. Thanks, and I'll talk to you next time.